Now, there aren't many MIDI controllers out there that are as iconic as the Arturia Minilab. This is the Arturia Minilab MK3. It's the newest MIDI controller from Arturia, which combines the iconic look and feel of their previous generation of controller and adds in a host of new features to make this better than ever. Now, first off, I love the new animation that happens when this thing loads up. It's really cool. Playing the keys, they feel really, really good. Even for a 25 key keyboard. I mean, I really wish I had 32 keys, but I've personally always enjoyed all of the keybeds that Arturia offers on their keyboards. They're always top notch and A1. Now, first off, a major difference between the second generation and this generation is that this entire housing is plastic. The chassis that they had on the previous generation was all metal, so it made for a very heavy unit. So by making this one plastic, they've definitely taken off a ton of weight from this unit itself. Another really huge benefit that they added to this is by going to USB-C on the cable and adding in MIDI out. This is really huge because most keyboards in this size do not have MIDI output on it, so it's hard to find units that have this built in. Now, they kept the same style of pads that they had on the previous generation, thereby updating and putting record and transport and all of those different things in there on it. But what they also did, which I think is really awesome, is they took away half of those little encoders here that they had for the previous generation, and they gave us sliders. These feel really, really good and really, really premium, just like you would expect from an Arturia board. Now, we still have the same pitch bend slider and mod wheel slider thing here that they had in previous generation. I don't care for those. I'm always vocal about that. It's difficult to get really accurate, pitch bend without having a joystick or a wheel. But what's awesome is they added in this little micro LED screen that gives you little visual feedback on the screen when you're doing different things, turning knobs, pushing sliders, pressing buttons. It's letting you know, giving you feedback and giving you information on what you're actually touching or moving or pressing, and things like that. Now, as far as software is concerned, it's pretty much the exact same software package from the MK2. You get an Analog Lab, Ableton, the Gentleman, Model D. I covered all of these in my initial review of the old Minilab, so I'm not gonna hash those out or replay those here on this particular video. Only cons I can see with this is that the chassis is not metal anymore like it was in the previous generation. They kept the software package pretty much the same as last year. And I really wish that they would have given us at least 32 keys as opposed to 25 keys. But even with those short list of cons, I still think that this is an amazing MIDI controller. And speaking of amazing MIDI controllers, if you want to know what I think Arturia's best MIDI controller is, check this video out over here, and I'll talk to you guys over there. I'm out. Holla at your boy.